Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Battlestar Galactica Season 1, Episode 5 now. I just watched the Episode 4. Yesterday I watched the mini-series, the part 1 and the part 2, and also the 3 first episodes. I'm really doing a binge watching, an intense binge watching of the show, of the first season. I said it a lot because I taking advance on my videos because I'm going on holidays and I don't want you to feel the difference, so I'm taking advance, you know, on my videos. I'm really working hard, but that's a good work, so that's fine, and that's not really a work, so I don't care. The last episode, if you didn't watch my reaction videos about the last episode, I'm gonna post the link. The last episode was really great because it was about Starbuck and I was waiting for having more information about Starbuck. I said it during the intro of the last episode and we had an entire episode about her and that was great. I wanted to know more about her story, you know, her background, and in fact it was more about the period of time that she was with Zach, the fact that she was really happy with him, she was engaged with him and he died and she felt guilty about that because she let him pass, you know, even if he wasn't a good pilot, and she was feeling guilty about that. She said the truth to Adama's father because she already told the truth to Lee. He's still trusting her as an instructor but not as a person, and that's really hurting her, me, the viewers, because I don't know her background, I don't know her story about her parents and all of that, but he was considering her as his own daughter, so that changed and that's really, yes, that's really hurting her. She was really a rough instructor with the Nuggets during the last episode because she didn't want to do the same mistake with them. She didn't want to let them pass if they were not good pilots. She was really too rough with them, so she apologized a little about that and then she learned them really how to be a great pilot. They were under attack and she had an accident at the end. Not an accident, but she fell, you know, from the sky to a planet, but we don't know how this planet is. Is it safe, you know? Is it a safe planet? I'm not sure. So I think that she's gonna be alright, but I don't know how they're gonna find her. And yes, you know, after, you know, stopping to film the last episode, I was thinking about the fact that they sacrificed a lot of people because they wanted to save the majority of people during the last episodes, during the first episodes, that we had a lot of dilemmas like that, a lot of philosophical and psychological dilemmas like that, and they always chose to sacrifice some people to save the majority of them. And right there we have Starbuck in a bad position, but if Cylons are continuing to attack, if new Cylons are coming, they're gonna have to jump, you know, they can't stay right there. And I was wondering about the fact that, okay, she's a main character, okay, I love her already, but they're not gonna take the risk to lose a lot of people just to save one person. Like during the first episode, they chose to let die some people to save the majority of them, so right there it's just one person. So yes, I was wondering about that after stopping to film the last episode. I'm not sure that I'm right about that. I don't know what is gonna happen during this episode. I'm not watching any trailers, any promotional pictures. It's an old show, you know, so I know that if I'm making just one research on YouTube, on Wikipedia, on anything, I'm gonna see all of the spoilers. So I'm not making any research, so I don't know what is gonna happen. But yes, I was wondering about that, about the fact that, okay, she's in a bad position, okay, they're gonna try to save her, but if they are under attack again, how it can end? she's one of the main characters of the show, so I think that they're not gonna let her, you know, or at least that she's not gonna die just like that. But that would be, you know, an interesting dilemma to have. We'll see. So yes, the last episode was also interesting because they talked about Zach, the fact that she's feeling guilty, Lee is blaming his father. Now they all know where they are standing, you know, with that, with his death, and that's all. That's already great because it wasn't the case before, but that's all. I want them to continue to evolve with that, to yes, to forgive each other, to move on. I want that to happen for them. They need that to evolve, to move on really, but they need that also to each other. I don't know how to express it in another way. I think that they need that for each other. I want to have news about the other characters. I want to have news not about Gaius. You know how much I don't like Gaius, but about the Silence, what they are doing, you know, the woman in red, all of them, what they are planning. We really don't have a lot of information about what they are really planning, what they want. They are continuing to follow them, so it was not just for having their planet, it was really not just about that, it was really about destroying humanity, about destroying their masters, so they're gonna continue with that. And of course I want to see again Boomer in the Battlestar Galactica, because I'm scared of when she's gonna be activated again and what can she do if she's activated again, and Boomer on the ground because she's with Hilo and I'm beginning to really like Hilo, and what does she want to do with him, that's still a question, you know, that's still a question mark for me. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now because I don't have a lot of time left and I still have 2 episodes to watch today, so let's go for this episode. That was a good closure, you know, for this adventure, for Starbuck being lost, being all alone, and them searching for her and not finding her, and she's saving herself, she doesn't need anyone, and she's telling them that she's alive, that it's her because of her skill. I'm really glad that they did that like that, because she saved herself, you know. They were searching for her, and that was interesting. That was a good and great choice again, you know, to make a new dilemma, a new philosophical and psychological dilemma right there. Philosophical because of what it meant, you know, to do all of that for saving just one person when you left behind all of these persons to die. They were not under attack, so that was not, you know, the same than before during the last episodes, but they were using a lot of resources, so that was an interesting philosophical dilemma. But that was also interesting for the psychology of the characters, for Lee and for Adama's father, you know, to decide to continue to search. It was about Dak for sure, but it was a lot about her, you know, about Kara. Adama's father is considering her, you know, as his own daughter, and Lee is having really a weird relationship with her. They are flirting a little with each other, but because of, you know, his brother, they are not really doing it directly, and because of, you know, her guilt and her confession and all of this story with the two of them, they are not really doing it, but they are doing it a little. That's weird. But yes, that was interesting to see them wanting to find her no matter what, and then deciding to not do it because of logical reasons. That's interesting, you know, for their characters. They are continuing to evolve, you know, with decisions like that, with also talking to each other like that. I said it at the end of the last episode, they still need to talk to each other, to do stuff with each other, to continue to evolve and to heal, just to heal, to be better. with that, with death and all of that. So that's great. That was really great. These two episodes, you know, the episode 4 and the episode 5 were really working together for sure, but were really there for characters, for evolutions for characters. We didn't progress a lot, you know, into the silent storyline, into the storyline about them trying to find a planet where they can live. We didn't progress into these narrative arcs, but we progressed into the evolutions of the characters and the viewers understanding more and more the characters that we are following, we are seeing on screen. And it's also confirming that there are the 3 main characters of this show. I said it a lot also during the first episode. We add a lot of characters into the show. That's great. I love that. I love that we are having a lot of characters because life is working like that. Life is not focusing on just one person. Everybody is living with everybody and everybody is important, you know. So that's why I love shows when they are using a lot of different characters. So I was glad, you know, to have a lot of characters, but these 2 episodes are confirming that they are the main ones into this show. We didn't see a lot of Hilo, we didn't see a lot of Boomer, we didn't see a lot of Gaius, we didn't see a lot of the Silence, but still we had a little of them, of the president also, and that was enough also to continue to think about them and to evolve also a little with them. Like Hilo now is all alone, and Boomer, the silent activated Boomer, I don't know where she is, and I don't know what she wanted really to do with him. I don't know. But now that she left, why did she leave? I still don't know, I still don't understand what is the plan, you know, right there with Hilo on the ground with the silence. And Gaius is still lying, is still communicating with the woman in red. I'm still not believing that this is just an hallucination made by his conscience. For me, it's more than that. It's really a bug inside of his head. Again, I can't believe that they just released him just like that. No, I don't think so. And this woman in red is manipulating him, is making him do stuff, say stuff. So yes, I really think that this is something inside of his head, a bug, something like that. So now they have a silent ship that can be useful. I think, you know, if at some point they need, you know, a silent ship to infiltrate into the other ones, I don't know why, but I thought about Independence Day for a minute. I think that it was in Independence Day that they took an alien ship to return to the mothership and to implant a virus into it. Am I right with that? Am I remembering that correctly? Maybe they're gonna do the same. Maybe. But yes, that can be useful. If it's not really to do something, you know, something like that, just to understand them, how they are working, functioning, all of these things, you know. It was biological, that's confusing me. How can it work? And how the Silent had the idea to make a ship work like that if they are really just robots, you know? I don't know, that's intriguing me. I want to know more about that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this review right now. I'm gonna watch one more episode today. It's gonna be in another day for you and in just 10 minutes for me. So it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.